I like your shirt. I just noticed it. I got it for him for Christmas.
Oh, I love
Figured it's a neutral color, you know. It is kind of green, Dad. I mean, for
that.
what
Well,
we about
and
today.
yeah,
We have a red and we have a green and then a neutral. So here we go.
I love that. Are you really a green? Like in the game, are you a greenie?
No,
Okay.
He
no,
never picks a team,
Really? Never.
no,
ever. I've
no,
never seen him root for a team
no.
other than NC State.
Exactly. Yes.
Sure.
No. I
Okay.
like to follow the storylines.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Which we're going to learn about today.
I'm really excited. This is seriously one of my favorite episodes all year. I always feel like that not only do I learn a lot for my own, mental fortification, but then also that I can go to the Super Bowl events feeling like I'm like
I
somebody
know.
somebody come at me with something because I'm ready.
Are you
You're
going to wear that jersey to your Super Bowl party?
Totally. Yeah.
The Merry Chiefdom King
Oh,
party?
that's
that's good.
exactly right.
That's
Thank
good.
you, Jeff. Thank you for that. That's
Just
good.
don't spill anything on it, though.
That's
I
true.
won't.
Red
I
No
wine
won't.
might.
chili or nachos or anything like that.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
Great.
So, guys, I get to do the intro today. This is
Yes.
so exciting. So, you guys, this guest who is with us today has I guess, a standing calendar invite for the Friday before Super Bowl every year to be on this very Zoom
Yes.
to give us the rundown, the logistics, all the cool things happening in the game, but also the storylines and the cool things you might not know to equip you for
Yeah.
your Super Bowl parties. So, our guest has 35 years of sports broadcasting experience from North Carolina to Cleveland, Ohio, and everywhere in between. Now he works for NC State Athletics and is the director of content strategy. We might not share an official last name anymore, but we do still share a face. So I'd love to introduce our guest as Jeff Gravley. Welcome, Dad.
I
Thank
love
you,
it.
Meg.
Yay!
Megan Millsap.
I
That's
know.
exactly right.
First year with the new last name on this episode. So looking forward to many more.
True.
All right. So should we dive into it? I mean, should we start with the bare bones of
Yes.
what's happening this Sunday and
Yes.
who's playing? Give us the deets.
Well, it's a beautiful thing that the Super Bowl 59 kickoff is set for 6:30. It's on Fox. Now, the pregame show for Fox begins at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So you might as well just turn your TV on all day and either on ESPN or NFL Network, you can find pregame shows, but the Fox pregame show actually starts at 1 o'clock. And the
Wow.
thing I love about 1 o'clock, the thing I love about pregame shows is they do some great features.
Yeah.
You get to see some entertainment. You get to see kind of, I watch it for the TV production part of it because I watch how the reporters and the host handle situations. There are no notes. You're just talking off the cuff. How do you handle it? How do they handle the interviews that they do? I'm looking at a technical standpoint of when they do their features, what do the interviews look like? So I kind of geek out on things like that. And then we can get into the football game, which kicks off at 6:30. Interesting tidbit about this year, though, is Tom Brady, who has 7 Super Bowl rings,
Huh?
will be a rookie this year. He is in the broadcast booth for the Super Bowl. So
That's
this
cool. I
is
didn't
his
know that.
first broadcast of a Super Bowl as an analyst. So this has been his first full-time year as an analyst, and he's done okay. He's
Mhm.
gotten better. But I'm anxious to see how he handles
Yeah.
not playing in a Super Bowl against the team
Right.
that he beat in the Super Bowl. And
Yep.
so that's another interesting angle to watch in the pregame and during the game, too, is how Tom Brady handles not playing in a Super Bowl, but having to broadcast one.
And
Yes.
Dad, is kickoff usually way later than 6:30?
No, it,
Oh,
it used to be later, and then I'm just so glad it starts by 6:30, so hopefully we can get in bed by midnight to go to sleep. That's the whole goal.
Oh,
correct.
Yeah,
midnight.
that would be the goal. Music wise, okay, we always
I
talk
gotta
about the
go sleep.
national anthem.
Okay.
Oh,
This year it's John Batiste, who
Oh.
I'll be honest with you, I had to Google it. I didn't know, but when I saw some of the videos, he's done national anthems before, and he's usually had a piano there. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be a piano as part of his national anthem, because if it is, it will be spectacular
you're
We
because
kidding.
love a
he's
piano.
good on that.
Yes.
And then at halftime, we'll go on the opposite spectrum, and Kendrick Lamar, who just won 5 Grammys last
Yeah.
Sunday, will play in Super Bowl Sunday. He's headlining the event at halftime.
Question, Mr.
Yes.
Gravley. Do you know one single Kendrick Lamar song?
Not like us.
Wait,
Oh, good job.
I'm so
Huh?
impressed. I'm so
Hey,
impressed.
I work around young people, and that's what all they
I
listen
love
to.
that. The youngsters.
That's
All the
Yes,
right.
the
youngsters are
youngster, the
listening.
young people. Yes.
Yeah. I work around the young people too, Jeff.
Yes, you do.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. I love this.
Okay,
Great.
so we've got national anthem, we've got halftime. That's it for music for the most part.
pretty much.
Okay, so let's go into the teams and who's playing. Give us the lowdown if someone, just tuned in and doesn't know what's going on this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Who wants to watch beyond the commercials and the entertainment?
Yes.
Well, it's once again Mary Cheatham's Chiefs will play the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the same Super Bowl we had 2 years ago,
Yep.
Super Bowl 57 that Patrick Mahomes won as an MVP. He's won 3 MVP awards as quarterback of the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts was the quarterback then. He'll be the quarterback this year for the Eagles.
Cool.
Got a little injured early in the playoffs, and I'm curious if he's going to be able to run the ball as well as he did in the last Super Bowl in 57 when he ran for 3 touchdowns and passed for 1. But to me, one of the key guys is going to be Eagles running back Saquon Barkley.
His first Super Bowl.
His first Super Bowl, he came out of Penn State as a running back, signed with the Giants, played with them for the first 5 years. All of a sudden, contract negotiations took a little snag, and Saquon Barkley ends up playing against the Giants for the rival Eagles this year.
Wow.
And all he's done this year is lead the league in rushing with over 2,000 yards, and he's been phenomenal in the playoffs. So he could be an X factor in this game when you talk about who could be a game changer. Obviously, the two quarterbacks always can, but you got to look at a guy like Saquon Barkley that could do the same thing.
Okay.
And that's interesting. So that is a difference in this matchup versus 2 years ago, right? So
Exactly.
are there any other really huge differences when you're looking at how the teams have changed over the last 2 years?
There really isn't. I mean, it's the same two coaches.
Okay.
And the interesting thing about that is Andy Reid is the winningest coach of all time for the Chiefs, and he's also the winningest all-time coach for the Eagles,
What?
where he was before and had played in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Obviously, that didn't work out. They moved on from him. He goes to the Chiefs and then becomes so successful. And then Nick Sirianni, the head coach of the Eagles, he started his career as an assistant with the Chiefs, not with Andy Reid, but so they're very familiar with each other. They both worn the other colors, but now they represent the green and then the colors of the Chiefs. So I'm looking at that too. I got to give you a little NC State perspective though.
Great.
Because I looked at both rosters because I'm always curious about, do we have any locals on the rosters? There aren't many, but NC State has a couple.
Okay.
And they're both on the Chiefs. Offensive lineman Joe Tooney. He started the year as a guard. Because of injuries, he's now playing left tackle. Phenomenal guy, all pro, super guy. If he wins on Sunday, that will be his 5th Super Bowl ring. He will have 3 with the Chiefs. He won 2 with the Patriots with Tom Brady as the quarterback.
Wow.
And there's another NC State connection. He's not a player, but he's an assistant coach coaching the defensive backs. His name is David Merritt. He's from right here in Raleigh, went to Millbrook High School. He's an assistant coach for the Chiefs. If he wins, the Chiefs win, that will be his 6th Super Bowl win.
Wow.
He would have 4 with the Chiefs and 2 with the New York Giants. So there could be, I mean, he's running out of fingers when you're talking about winning Super Bowl rings. Both of them are actually.
They're gonna start
That's
needing
really
code rings
cool.
or something. Dad, anyone from across town at Carolina?
No, I'm afraid not.
I love that. I thought you were going to say you haven't looked it up.
No, there are no blue. I was going to say there are no blue people in this game, but there are. Duke has one player on the Chiefs roster. He's a tight end. His name is Noah Gray. Now he doesn't get the pub as Taylor Swift's boyfriend, but he's still a really good. You'll see him in the game.
Yeah.
His name is Noah Gray. So
Cool.
keep an eye out for him, Mary
Okay.
Cheatham. But
That's cool.
we
Great.
gotta you gotta talk about Taylor's boyfriend.
Sure. Yes.
We're big Swifties over here, so
Well, I think it's been fantastic to watch, to be honest with you. Everybody thought it was just a one night date and they're still together.
I know.
And to watch her watch the game has been really cool. So We have prop bets all the time. I think one of the prop bets is how many times will Taylor Swift be shown in Super Bowl
Oh, I love
59?
that.
Mhm.
Yes, so that could be an interesting number. That I think the networks try to stay away from it.
Same.
Now, like if Fox or CBS had like the Grammys coming up, oh, you would see a lot of her because there's
Sure.
the cross promotion there, but the Grammys have already happened.
Yes.
So I don't know, but you'll still see Taylor Swift. And the here's another element that I think is pretty cool that happened. I think it was in the regular season. It could have been in the playoffs, but the Chiefs were playing at home. Taylor Swift was in the suite with the Kelsey mom, but also Caitlin Clark was in the
That was
booth with
cool.
her. That was pretty awesome to see because Caitlin grew up a Chiefs fan,
Mm.
and she has been on the Kelsey's podcast. She went to the game and sat with Taylor Swift in the suite. So for her, that had to be pretty awesome. As much as she's accomplished,
Yeah.
that's got to be pretty awesome to sit
That's
in the
really
suite with
cool.
Taylor Swift
What that is really cool. She just got her
That's
jersey retired too.
this week. That's right.
Good. That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I already feel like my brain is full of great information. Is there anything we haven't asked about the game itself before we go into rapid fire?
there are a couple of things, this is not really a prop bet, but I found it very interesting. We talk about what colors you wear. Are you wearing green for the game or are you wearing white for the game? So the Eagles are the home team.
Okay.
So they get to pick and they're going to wear green. So
Okay.
the Chiefs will not be wearing the color you're wearing, Mary Cheatham.
Okay.
They're going to be wearing the white. But
Okay.
here's a little stat for you. In the last 20 games, the team that wore white won 16 of 20 games. So the team wearing white has had a large edge over the other. So I don't know if that's going to hang true or not,
Interesting.
but it could.
Okay.
It could.
That's interesting.
Huh.
So one other thing. The other thing you hear about the Chiefs this year, the three-peat.
Yeah.
They'd be the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. That is true, but they would not be the first team to win pro football's championship 3 in a row.
What? Tell us more.
Back in the day, the AFC played the NFC in the NFL championship. The Packers from Green Bay won the last NFL championship. It was not the Super Bowl then, back in 1965.
Huh.
The first 2 Super Bowls that were played, the Packers won. So technically, they won 3 straight pro NFL championships. It wasn't called the Super Bowl when they won the first one there. So that's pretty interesting, too.
Huh.
Another fact about three-peats. The last pro team in any sport to have a three-peat, Shaq, Kobe, and the Lakers in 2002. That's how long it's been.
It's
It
really,
is a rarity. It is hard to do.
yeah.
That's interesting
Hard to do.
because you'd think in the whole grand scheme of professional sports that it happens decently often, but that's interesting to know that it doesn't.
No.
That is interesting. And also, Jeff, do you know anything about why did they in the middle of those 3 wins, why did they change it from the NFL championship to the Super Bowl? Do you know anything about that?
From a marketing standpoint, it became a bigger thing because they used to have 2 leagues. It was the AFL and the NFL. And then when they did the merger, then you're like, okay, we're only going to have 1 game and it's going to be the Super Bowl because we have combined the 2 leagues that they had and it became 1 league and they wanted to call it one thing. And that's when they came up with Super Bowl. And it's been called the same name forever, just different Roman numerals behind it.
That.
And we're at number 59.
Yeah, I was like for almost 60 years.
You can't name it the
Yeah.
Wimpy Bowl. It's got to be
No.
the Super Bowl.
The-
I love
No wimpy,
that.
no wimpy here.
Yeah.
I
No.
love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool, Dad. Thanks so much. And also I said this last year too, but a lot of the information that he just shared, he just knows. Like you didn't have to Google much of that, which is so wild to me. But
Well, I have to Google to confirm
yes.
because the older I get, the less I remember.
Also, you're a journalist at heart.
I am, and I'm curious about some of these things too. And then it's like going on a treasure hunt. You
Yeah.
kind of find this out and you go, "Oh, wait a minute, I didn't know this. Let me look at this." And so that's the other reason why I love these kind of big events to try to do. Even though I'm not covering it, I don't have to cover the game.
Sure.
I am still interested on some of the tidbits that the game offers.
I love that. So speaking of, are you guys good to go into some rapid
Yeah,
fire
I'm excited.
questions? These
Yeah.
aren't specifically Super Bowl focused, but they are your career focused. So they're sports. They're going to be all about sports and some
Sports-centric.
cool moments.
Yeah. Great.
Do you want to ask the first one?
Yes. The first one is, Jeff, what is your favorite Super Bowl moment?
I've been fortunate to cover two, Super Bowl 38 and Super Bowl 50. So I've watched tons of them, but when you're there in person, it's totally different. And while the Panthers lost Super Bowl 38 to the Patriots by 3, the thing that stands out to me in the Super Bowl was in the pregame. So we're sitting in the stands and they
Oh,
have this live music
I'm nervous.
and Aerosmith comes on
Oh no, okay.
and they play Dream On. And I'm telling you, I got chills. It was amazing to hear that live before the Super Bowl. It just lifted the crowd up. It was an amazing thing. And oh, by the way, that was the Janet Jackson
That's what I thought he was gonna say.
faux pas as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
So
that
fun.
happened there. Yes.
Oh my God. I mean, that is so
Wardrobe malfunction.
wardrobe malfunction. Exactly. Thank you,
I
Jeff.
saw the whole thing
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it.
from a mile away.
It lives forever in his brain, you guys. So, Jeff, I mean, there's just nothing like the energy at the Super Bowl, is there?
Oh, it's insane.
So
It
cool.
just is, especially when you're there in person.
Right. That's what I mean. I mean, I can't imagine being there in person, what that must feel like.
No, and if your team is playing too, that's just added adrenaline that you go through.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
I'm amped.
I know.
Okay.
Rapid fire question number 2. These don't actually have to be rapid fire.
I wasn't very rapid.
I'm not either. In your 35 years of broadcasting experience, what was your coolest interview if you had to pick one?
I'm gonna pick two. Both are from basketball.
Okay.
LeBron when he was in high school,
Mhm.
and Michael Jordan when he was playing baseball.
Yep.
I got to interview both of them. And LeBron being in high school when we were living in Cleveland, Ohio, was something that I'll never forget. Even Megan got to meet him.
I did. I kept the glove for a while. And Dad has a picture in his office of you conducted that interview in his childhood bedroom.
Yep.
So that's
Jeff, that's
yeah,
so cool.
that's really cool. Okay, that's a good
Yep.
one. And then
That's a
the
great
Michael
one.
Jordan, I mean, the brief story behind that, he played baseball, question mark?
Yep, he did. Played baseball in the minor leagues after winning 3 NBA championships. This was like in '93, and came to play the Carolina Mudcats here in Zebulon. He was playing for Birmingham, and the locker room was open. He was in there by himself, and I went on in and spent like 30 minutes with Michael Jordan. That was pretty incredible.
That's
Pretty
so
cool.
cool.
Oh,
That's a good one. Okay. What about your favorite person that you've met, Jeff?
Favorite person that I've met? That would be my wife, Mary.
You're so smart. And I have no doubt that that's the God's honest truth also, Jeff.
That's the truth.
I love
did,
that.
You guys did meet at work. She was a photographer. I mean, there you go.
Counts.
That's
Totally
right. I was a reporter, and she would always threaten if I didn't let her buy what she wanted, she would turn the light off during the middle of my live shot.
Like, oops, we're not rolling. Sorry. That was a good one, Dad. Mom, yeah, you did good.
Hi, Mary.
Okay. Favorite place you've traveled for a story or to cover something?
Okay, I would have to say because of where it was and what it was, the combination of the two was electric. And that was covering the 2016 Olympics in Rio.
That was cool.
You
Ooh.
combine the location and the worldwide event, it was an incredible experience to get to go through. And so that one is at the top as far as location and what you got to cover. It's the Olympics in Rio.
That's so
I gave
good.
him one task, and it was to get a picture with Hoda Kotb, and he did it and sent it to me.
I did.
Love that.
did.
Nailed
Nothing
it.
else, just Hoda. I
Nailed
love
it.
her.
Yep.
I kind of love Hoda too.
I do too.
It's good.
The best.
Okay. And what about the best game you've ever attended?
Oh my gosh. Um, I'll say the one that always comes to mind is 1992. Duke played Kentucky in the NCAA tournament in the Eastern Regional Finals. Duke had won the national championship in '91. They were trying to go back to the Final Four. They needed to beat Kentucky. It was a double overtime game, 103 to 100. Christian Laettner hit a shot at the buzzer to win the game. He was 10 for 10 from the field, 10 for 10 from the line. Grant Hill threw him the pass. He turned, shot, and scored. And it was one of the most amazing finishes I have ever seen in my life. So that one kind of sticks out as it's an epic moment in the history of basketball. And the fact that it was played in Philadelphia, the home of Rocky, it took on a whole new meaning and the outcome. And they did go on to the Final Four, and they did go on to win the second national championship behind Christian
So
Laettner.
good.
I love that.
It's so good.
I love it. that was the end of our rapid fire questions. I feel like I learned something, and I've been your daughter for 30 years. So
Yes. So I want to hear what's saving your life right now, Jeff. And I want to hear what snack you are most excited about on Sunday as we wrap up. It's a
Okay.
two-part final question.
I'll answer the second one first. The
Great.
snack that is my Super Bowl go-to, pistachios.
oh, always.
I always have to have a bowl of pistachios.
It's
The,
it's it's
the ones you
a
crack.
it's like
The
a
ones you crack,
nervous,
don't know, you got to work for it. You
right.
can't just grab them out of the bag and eat them whole. You got to
Yeah.
crack them with your teeth, get the nut out and work that way, or you can do them with your hands, but I always have to have pistachios.
Okay.
That's it.
That's really good. Have you
Um,
sustained any tooth damage in this? Yeah.
no tooth damage. That's
You're
when
really
you
good at it. Okay, great. Okay.
I'm an expert pistachio cracker,
Got it. Okay.
even though some will not crack, and that's when you have to get something else to do them because you
Yeah.
don't waste those.
You're determined.
I got it. Okay. Thank you.
I guess what's saving my life is first, foremost, and forever, it's family. We just got to experience an incredible year with Megan and Sean getting married. We went through a difficult funeral we had to go through in December, an unexpected death in the family. Then we go through the holidays, but you always have your family there with you. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things is they're there to support you when things are down. They're there to enjoy things with you when things are going so well. So that will always be at the top of my list of what I'm thankful for and grateful for is my family,
Love it.
including that little knucklehead sitting beside you, Mary Cheatham.
I know. She's the best. I know. I know.
Well, Dad, thank you. I mean, we were just talking beforehand, and we look forward to this episode.
I know it's so good.
So we'll go ahead and send you a calendar invite for next year. We'll see you again for year number 4.
Okay.
But we hope you have a great Super Bowl weekend. Enjoy your pistachios and your chili. Give Mom a hug for me, and love you.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Jeff. Man, he's so great.
Oh, he always makes me cry.
I know. I felt teary.
I know. The best.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, in lieu of what's saving my life, this is what's saving my life. I just wanted to share with you guys the snack that I'm most excited about Super Bowl Sunday, which is that recently I'm a big Instagram recipe person. Like basically my whole feed now is recipes.
It's the way to be.
Exactly. And like skincare products that I need to stop. Yep. And so the recipe is for these chicken thighs that you marinate them and then you put them in your what's that easy bake oven called?
Air fryer?
Air fryer. You put them in your air fryer and then you chop them up and they make the best tacos ever.
Yum.
Yes. Okay. But y'all, I'm a huge believer that the thing about tacos is it's all about the fixins, right?
Yeah.
So like for us, like we have flour tortillas because my kids won't eat the corn ones or the Siete Foods ones, which is what
So
I
good.
like, right? And then we keep a bowl of like these marinated onions on our counter.
The ones from No Crumbs Left?
Yes, the ones from No Crumbs Left, they're
They're
called
so good.
counter onions. But put those in there and like I like cotija cheese. Chip likes standard cheddar cheese and sour cream. I know. And we got like some basic.
Wait, I thought he likes American cheese.
So thanks for asking.
Okay.
He only likes American cheese if it's a melted cheese situation. So like on a cheeseburger, if there's cheddar, he will not eat melted cheddar.
This is the funniest thing I know about
These
Chip.
are questions you should ask before you get married, guys. You know what I mean? Like it's too late for it to be a deal breaker, but
Yeah. Chip.
only no melted cheddar, only melted American.
Okay.
But I will post the link to the chicken recipe because it was good and so easy.
Please.
Okay, what
We'll
about
post it
you?
in the comments? I am really excited for the Super Bowl. I feel like we have a lot of exciting things coming up. We have
Yeah.
the Super Bowl on Sunday. We have our team retreat
Excited.
next week. Really excited. It's just a fun time to just relax together, team camaraderie, all of that. And then Valentine's Day is next Friday. I'm really excited. I love Valentine's
I
Day.
do too. Are y'all going to do anything special?
Would you like to hear our plans?
Yes.
We're going to sit on the floor of our living room and eat no-name pizza and chocolate-covered strawberries. That's it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to
Are
it.
you going to make the chocolate covered strawberries?
Mhm.
Are you going to do dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I'm gonna do dark and then a white chocolate that I make pink.
That's adorable. Okay, approved. Your
Exciting
plans
things
are
coming up.
approved. Your
Great.
plans are approved. Okay, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Super Bowl weekend. Enjoy. Bye.